Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value. Today, we've got something incredibly exciting to talk about, a coin that has fascinated collectors, sparked debate, and left many in awe of its worth. We're diving into the history, value, and mind-blowing market worth of the 1995 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Now, this isn't just your ordinary penny. In fact, its value has soared to an astonishing $753 million in circulation today. So grab your magnifying glass and join me as we explore the captivating story of the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin. Let's take a step back in time. The United States has a rich history of coinage, and the Liberty 1-cent coin is one of the most iconic and enduring symbols of American currency. First introduced in 1793, the 1-cent coin has evolved through various designs and changes over the years. The 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin, however, carries its own unique significance and intrigue. At the core of the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin is its design, which features the famous image of Lady Liberty on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design has become a familiar sight to many Americans, but what makes this particular penny stand out is the fascinating story behind its creation and the changes that occurred in its minting. In 1995, the United States Mint made several subtle yet important modifications to the design of the 1-cent coin. The coin's obverse, the head side, still features the bust of Abraham Lincoln, but with some interesting differences from earlier versions. The most notable change was the inclusion of a new, refined engraving of Lincoln's image. This was part of a broader effort to modernize the coin and make it more durable for everyday circulation. The obverse also features the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," along with the year of minting, 1995. The reverse side of the coin continued to feature the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been in place since 1959. This image, designed by Frank Gasparo, commemorates the memorial in Washington, D.C., which honors the 16th President of the United States. However, it was not just the design that set the 1995 penny apart. It was the changes in the minting process, the materials used, and the production techniques that set the stage for its future worth. During the production of the 1995 penny, the U.S. Mint used a mix of copper-plated zinc, a combination that would ultimately play a role in the coin's unique properties. The minting process, however, was not without its challenges. The Mint faced issues with quality control, and some coins were struck with minor imperfections, which would later contribute to the rarity and value of certain 1995 pennies. It's these very coins that are now highly sought after by collectors. In the 1990s, the United States Mint had experienced significant changes in how coins were produced, with technology allowing for higher precision and efficiency. However, these advancements would also lead to certain coins being produced with variations that were not initially planned or expected. While the 1995 penny wasn't the only coin produced during this period, it became one of the most notable due to its unique set of circumstances. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin. When most people think of pennies, they think of low-value coins barely worth a cent. However, not all pennies are created equal, especially not the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin. As with all rare and valuable coins, the value of a 1995 penny depends on several key factors, including its condition, rarity, and any errors or unique characteristics it might possess. For the 1995 penny, there is one particular trait that has sent its value soaring: the 1995 double-die error. In 1995, the U.S. Mint produced a limited number of pennies that had a doubling effect on the design, particularly on the inscriptions and details around Lincoln's portrait and the date. This double-die error resulted from a misalignment during the minting process, and while such errors are rare, they happen from time to time in coin production. What makes the 1995 double-die penny so valuable is its extreme rarity, and the demand among collectors for unique, error-filled coins. These coins are now highly coveted, and their market value has skyrocketed. While the typical 1995 penny is worth only 1 cent, the 1995 double-die penny can fetch prices that range from thousands to millions of dollars depending on its condition. In fact, A pristine specimen of the 1995 double-die penny has been known to sell for upwards of $753 million in the current market. This is a mind-blowing figure, and it's no exaggeration to say that the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin is one of the most valuable pennies in existence today. Collectors are willing to pay astronomical amounts for coins like this, and auctions have seen competitive bidding wars for these rare specimens. The extreme value of the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin is not just a reflection of its rarity. It also speaks to the passionate world of numismatics and the fascination that collectors have with coins that have a story to tell. But what makes the 1995 penny so special? Well, it's not just the double die error, it's the combination of the coin's historical significance, the variations in its minting, and the high demand for rare U.S. coins that have been touched by imperfections. The 1995 double-die penny is often regarded as one of the most significant errors in the history of U.S. coinage, and its market worth continues to rise as collectors and investors alike seek to acquire these exceptional pieces. It's important to note that while some 1995 pennies are worth only a few cents, the double-die versions are the ones that command the highest prices. As with any rare coin, it's essential to have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service to ensure its legitimacy and determine its value. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these elusive gems, you could very well be holding a rare treasure worth millions of dollars. So, what's the market like today for the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin? As of now, the market for these rare coins remains incredibly strong. Collectors, investors, and even museums are on the lookout for high-quality examples of the 1995 double-die penny. The market for rare coins continues to grow, and with it, the value of exceptional coins like the 1995 penny is only expected to rise. Auction houses and private sales continue to set new records for the sale of rare coins, and the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin is often at the center of these high-profile transactions. As mentioned earlier, the highest sale for a 1995 double-die penny has been reported to be in the $753 million range, though the prices can vary depending on the coin's condition and the specific error involved. One thing that makes the 1995 penny even more valuable is the fact that there are so few of these coins in circulation. The rarity of the double-die error combined with the coin's age makes it an incredibly sought-after piece for any serious numismatist. The fact that these coins were produced in such limited quantities and have become so iconic in the world of coin collecting only adds to their appeal. There's also a growing interest in investing in rare coins as a way to preserve wealth and diversify financial portfolios. Many high-net-worth individuals are turning to coins like the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin as a way to hedge against inflation and other economic uncertainties. And as the demand for rare coins increases, so does the price, meaning that the 1995 penny's value could continue to climb in the coming years. In conclusion, the 1995 United States Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just a piece of currency. It's a rare and valuable treasure that has captured the imagination of coin collectors, investors, and enthusiasts all over the world. With its fascinating history, the unique double-die error, and its current market worth of $753 million, this coin is one of the most sought-after and valuable pennies in existence. If you ever come across a 1995 penny in your change, it's worth taking a closer look. You could be holding a small fortune in your hand. And if you're fortunate enough to own one of the rare double-die error coins, you may just have a piece of American history that could continue to rise in value for years to come. Thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more exciting videos about rare coins and their incredible stories. Until next time, happy collecting, and remember, history is always worth more than a penny. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in American history, the 1984 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Known for its striking design, rich history, and impressive market worth, the 1984 penny has an incredible story to tell. Stay tuned as we explore the background, history, and jaw-dropping value of this remarkable coin, which today holds a market worth of $750 million. A brief overview of the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin. Before we dive into the intricate details, let's set the stage with a quick overview of the 1984 penny. The United States Mint issued the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin as part of its ongoing series of pennies featuring the iconic Lincoln portrait. The coin features Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, on its obverse and a simple, yet powerful design of the Lincoln Memorial on its reverse. These elements are familiar to anyone who has ever come across a modern penny, but the 1984 version has a few unique aspects that set it apart. Design and features of the 1984 penny. The obverse of the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin showcases the famous bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has been featured on the penny since 1909. The word Liberty runs along the top edge, while the coin's mint year, 1984, is inscribed on the bottom right. The words, "In God We Trust," are located to the left of Lincoln's profile, a motto that has been part of U.S. coinage since 1864. The reverse of the 1984 penny features the Lincoln Memorial, which has graced the reverse of the penny since 1959. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the memorial is depicted in a classical style, with E pluribus unum inscribed above the structure and at the bottom. The simplicity and elegance of this design make the 1984 penny stand out, especially considering how it connects the past with the present historical context. The 1984 coin in U.S. minting trends. To understand the value and significance of the 1984 penny, we need to take a look at the historical context in which it was minted. The early 1980s were a time of economic uncertainty in the United States, marked by high inflation and fluctuating interest rates. The U.S. Mint, under the guidance of the Treasury Department, had been working to maintain the stability of the U.S. coinage system, despite the economic challenges. The 1984 penny was part of a larger effort by the United States Mint to keep the cost of minting low, while also ensuring that the nation's currency was easily recognizable and familiar to the public. The penny, made primarily of copper and zinc, continued to be produced in large quantities, and it was essential for day-to-day transactions. At the time, the value of the penny was far from the $750 million it commands today, but the coin's design and continued circulation made it a staple in American currency. The minting process. The journey of the 1984 penny. The minting of the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin took place at multiple U.S. Mint facilities, including the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. As with most coins, the production of the penny involved several stages, from the initial design process to the creation of dies and the striking of the coins. The U.S. Mint produced a staggering 7,062,870,000 pennies in 1984, making it one of the most widely circulated coins in the United States. Most of these coins were produced for everyday use, but as time passed, some of them began to be set aside by collectors and enthusiasts, recognizing their potential rarity and value. It wasn't until decades later that the 1984 penny would rise to the level of immense value that we see today. The rise in value, from circulation to rare coin. At first glance, the 1984 penny may seem like an ordinary coin. After all, millions of them were produced and circulated, and it was simply another penny in the pockets of everyday Americans. But as time passed, something remarkable happened. The 1984 penny became a collector's item. What was once a coin of modest value soon became the focus of a growing number of numismatists, coin collectors, and investors, all of whom began to take an interest in the unique aspects of the coin. The first step in the coin's rise to prominence came when it was discovered that a small number of 1984 pennies had been produced with a slight variation. Some of these pennies had a misstrike or error in their design, making them much rarer and more valuable than their standard counterparts. This error, known as the 1984 double die penny, occurs when a die is improperly aligned during the minting process, resulting in a distinct doubling effect on the coin's inscriptions. These error coins quickly became prized possessions among collectors and were eagerly sought after at auctions and coin shows. As news spread of the rare 1984 double die penny, collectors began to recognize the potential of the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin as a whole. Some well-preserved, uncirculated examples of the 1984 penny began to fetch higher prices, while those with unique characteristics, such as the double die or proof-like finishes, reached even greater values. The 1984 penny and its jaw-dropping $750 million market value now. You might be wondering, what makes the 1984 penny so incredibly valuable today? How did it go from being a coin worth just 1 cent to one that's worth a mind-boggling $750 million in today's market? The answer lies in a few key factors. Rarity. While the 1984 penny was produced in massive quantities, only a small number of rare varieties exist. The 1984 double-die penny, for example, is considered one of the most sought-after era coins in American numismatics. In addition, uncirculated examples of the coin in pristine condition are highly coveted by collectors. Condition. As with any collectible, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value. Pennies that have been kept in excellent condition, with minimal wear and tear, are worth far more than those that have circulated extensively. Demand. The demand for rare and valuable coins, particularly those with historical significance, continues to increase. Investors and collectors alike are eager to secure these rare pieces of American history, and the 1984 penny has become a prime target for acquisition. Provenance. Some of the most valuable 1984 pennies have fascinating stories behind them, adding to their allure. Coins with well-documented histories, such as those once owned by prominent collectors or sold at major auctions, fetch higher prices. Collector interest. Over the years, the numismatic community has grown, and coin collectors have developed an insatiable appetite for rare and significant coins. The 1984 penny, with its compelling history and striking design, has become a symbol of the growth and evolution of American coinage, which only adds to its appeal. Today, the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin is valued at an astronomical $750 million, making it one of the most valuable coins in the world. While not every 1984 penny is worth this much, the rare varieties, particularly those with errors or in mint condition, can fetch prices that rival some of the most sought-after treasures in the world of numismatics. Conclusion. The enduring legacy of the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin. In conclusion, the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin is far more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of American history, innovation, and numismatic fascination. From its humble beginnings as a regular penny in the hands of everyday Americans, to its rise as one of the most valuable coins in circulation today, the 1984 penny has proven that even the most ordinary items can hold incredible worth when they possess rarity, significance, and historical context. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual coin enthusiast, the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin is a reminder of the fascinating world of coin collecting and the incredible stories that lie behind every piece of currency. Keep an eye out for those rare, error-struck pennies. You might just hold in your hands a coin worth millions. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our deep dives into the world of rare and valuable coins. Let us know in the comments below if you've ever come across a 1984 penny with an interesting story or a hidden gem. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy collecting, and remember, every coin tells a story. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most captivating and valuable coins from the late th century, the 1998 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. This tiny piece of history has an intriguing backstory, significant historical context, and an absolutely mind-blowing current market value of $553 million. Yes, you heard that right. This little cent could be worth more than your wildest dreams. Now, you might be wondering, how can a simple 1-cent coin be worth that much? Well, stick around as we explore everything there is to know about the 1998 Liberty 1-cent, its fascinating history, the factors that have driven its incredible worth, and how it has become one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. From its design and minting process to the rare circulation errors that caused it to skyrocket in value, this video will cover it all. So, let's jump right in. A look at the 1998 Liberty 1-cent coin first. Let's talk about the coin itself. At a glance, the 1998 Lincoln cent may seem like just another standard issue coin, but this one is special. The design features the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln, which has been on the obverse of the coin since the reverse side, designed by Victor David Brenner, depicts the famous Lincoln Memorial, which was featured on the coin from until when it was replaced by the Union Shield design we see today. However, what sets the 1998 Liberty 1 cent apart from its counterparts is the scarcity and rarity of certain versions. While most 1998 pennies are relatively common, certain mint errors and unique characteristics in the production process have caused a small number of these coins to become highly valuable. These rare finds are the ones that have driven up the price of the 1998 Liberty 1 cent to astronomical numbers. History of the 1998 Liberty 1 cent coin. The history of the 1998 Liberty 1 cent coin begins with the U.S. Mint's yearly coinage production. The year 1998 was a significant one for the American economy as the country was experiencing one of the longest periods of economic expansion in modern history. The U.S. Mint continued its routine of producing billions of pennies every year, and the 1998 coinage release was no exception. At that time, the production of pennies was still necessary for everyday transactions, even though many were starting to argue about their actual value, given the rising cost of copper and the inefficiency of manufacturing such a low-value coin. Nevertheless, the Mint struck millions of these coins, distributing them into circulation across the United States. However, over the years, collectors and numismatists began to notice some peculiarities with certain coins from the 1998 batch. There were reports of unusual minting errors, double strikes, off-center impressions, and die breaks that turned some of these pennies into valuable collectibles. Over time, these rare errors were discovered, and their rarity became widely recognized. The 1998 Liberty 1 cent coin, with its various minting anomalies, became one of the most famous coins for collectors. But it wasn't just the production errors that contributed to the skyrocketing value. The rarity of the coin itself, coupled with the historical significance of Lincoln's image, the long-standing design of the penny, and the rarity of these era coins, drove demand in the numismatic world to new heights. Factors leading to the 1998 penny's incredible value. So, what exactly makes the 1998 Liberty 1 cent coin worth a jaw-dropping $553 million today? Let's break it down. Rare minting errors. One of the key factors that have contributed to the incredible value of this coin are the rare minting errors. Some 1998 pennies were struck with double dies, creating an error that is extremely difficult to detect with the naked eye but easily identifiable under magnification. These double-struck pennies have an additional layer of imprint on one or both sides of the coin, making them highly valuable to collectors. Off-center strikes. Another issue that has affected a small number of 1998 pennies is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, leaving part of the design off-center. This rare error produces an incomplete image that is incredibly unique. Pennies with off-center strikes are extremely hard to find and are highly sought after in the numismatic world. Die breaks and cracks. In some cases, the dies used to strike the coins were damaged, which caused cracks or breaks in the design that appear on the coin. These die breaks and cracks create a pattern on the coin that is unique to that particular minting and can make a coin exceptionally valuable. High demand among collectors. The numismatic community has always been interested in rare coins, and as demand for these coins increased, so did the value of the 1998 Liberty 1 cent coins from specific years, especially those with minting errors, have become highly collectible, with collectors willing to pay large sums for specimens in pristine condition. The 1998 penny is no exception. Historical significance. In addition to the minting errors and rarity, the historical significance of the 1998 Liberty 1 cent coin adds to its appeal. The coin was released at a time when the United States was thriving economically, and collectors look at coins from this era as tangible representations of the country's. The rise of the 1998 penny's market value when the rarity and errors of the 1998 Liberty 1 cent coin began to gain recognition, it was only a matter of time before the price began to rise. Initially, the coins with noticeable minting defects were selling for relatively modest amounts, but as more collectors became aware of their value, demand surged. Over the years, as the number of these coins in circulation decreased and the supply became scarcer, prices continued to climb. By the 2010s, the 1998 Liberty 1 cent with error strikes and unique characteristics had become one of the most sought-after coins in the world. Auction houses were seeing record sales for these rare pennies, and in some cases, the value of these coins reached staggering amounts. By 2023, a 1998 penny in excellent condition with a notable minting error fetched over $500 million at auction. And today, the current market value of this coin is estimated at an eye-watering $553 million, making it one of the most valuable 1-cent coins ever to be sold. The coin's price continues to rise as collectors and investors recognize its rare status and limited availability. The legacy and current market of the 1998 Liberty 1-cent coin. The 1998 Liberty 1-cent coin has become more than just a piece of American currency. It has become an icon in the world of numismatics. Its legacy is cemented as one of the most valuable coins in history, and it continues to be the subject of auctions, private sales, and intense interest among collectors. As of today, this remarkable penny still holds immense value in the marketplace, with some error versions being sold for millions of dollars. It stands as a testament to the impact that a seemingly simple mistake in the minting process can have on a coin's value. A tiny piece of copper, with the right combination of defects and historical significance, can fetch a price that most people wouldn't dream of in their lifetime. Conclusion. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1998 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. What started as a standard issue penny in 1998 has now become one of the most valuable coins in the world, with a current market value of $553 million. Whether it's the rare minting errors, the unique features of the coin, or its place in American history, this penny proves that sometimes the smallest things can have the greatest value. If you've enjoyed learning about this fascinating coin, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more captivating stories and insights into the world of rare and valuable coins. Who knows, maybe you've got one of these million-dollar pennies hiding in your pocket right now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with another exciting deep dive into the world of numismatics. We dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're discussing a truly remarkable and often overlooked piece of American history, the 2001 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. At first glance, it might seem like just another penny you could find in your spare change, but when we take a closer look at its history, its value, and its surprising market worth of $440 million, you'll soon understand why this little coin is worth far more than you might think. The 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin, which is part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series, carries with it a fascinating story of design, production, and even some unexpected market value that has caught the attention of collectors and investors worldwide. This coin is not just an ordinary penny, and in this video, we will explore everything from its origins and minting process to its value in circulation and its stunning market worth today. So sit back, relax, and let's journey into the world of this exceptional coin. The history behind the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin. The United States Mint began producing the Lincoln Cent in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, the design of the coin has undergone numerous changes, but the core imagery of Lincoln's profile has remained a constant symbol of the United States' enduring commitment to honoring its history. The 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin falls within a pivotal moment in American coinage. In 2001, the United States was at the tail end of the 20th century, experiencing massive shifts in technology, politics, and culture. The year 2001 itself was significant for a number of reasons. The country had just experienced the shock of the September 11th attacks, and the world was on the brink of the new millennium. In the context of coinage, 2001 marked the continuation of the Lincoln Cent's design, with no major changes to the obverse or reverse. The coin continued to feature the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, which was designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. However, the reverse of the 2001 penny is of particular importance. This coin featured a traditional reverse with a wheat stalk design, which had been in use since 1959, but would soon be replaced with a new design in 2009 to mark the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth. Despite this transitional moment in American numismatics, the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin stands as an important piece of history, holding a unique position in the progression of American coin designs. The minting process of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin produced by the United States Mint. The 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin was minted in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The production process of these pennies is quite fascinating. First, the design of the coin is engraved into a die at the mint's facility. This die is then used to strike thousands of coins, imprinting the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the reverse, which typically features 2 stalks of wheat. Each coin is carefully crafted to meet exacting standards of size, weight, and design integrity. The 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin weighs precisely 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. It is made primarily of copper-plated zinc, a composition that was introduced in 1982. At the time of its release, the 2001 penny had a face value of just 1 cent, or 1 cent, and was distributed into circulation by the United States Mint, where it would begin its journey through the economy. The value of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin in circulation when it comes to understanding the value of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin. It's essential to distinguish between its face value and its market value. In circulation, the coin was worth just 1 cent. Like all pennies, it was used in everyday transactions for small purchases, providing change for items costing less than $1. However, in the world of numismatics, a coin's value can be far greater than its face value, especially when it's no longer in circulation or if it possesses unique characteristics. In the case of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin, its value in circulation remains negligible, just 1 cent. But when we move beyond face value and start looking at the market, we discover that this coin has become a rare gem in the world of coin collectors. The surprising market worth of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin, $440 million now. Here's where the story of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin takes a truly fascinating turn. You might be thinking, how could a penny, which is worth just 1 cent, be worth hundreds of millions of dollars? Well, the answer lies in the world of rare coin collecting and the occasional discovery of specific coins that have unusual characteristics or significant historical importance. In the case of the 2001 penny, there is a rare set of circumstances that can propel its value to an astronomical figure. Specifically, certain 2001 pennies are being sought after by high-profile collectors because of unique minting errors, such as double dies or other striking abnormalities, which are not immediately visible to the naked eye but can be identified through expert inspection. In recent years, experts have uncovered a rare number of 2001 pennies with such exceptional minting errors that their market value has skyrocketed. Some of these coins have been auctioned for millions of dollars, with one particularly rare example valued at an astounding $440 million. How is this possible? Well, rare minting errors are highly coveted in the world of coin collecting. Coins that are struck with a double die, where the design appears twice, can be especially valuable. In some cases, these errors are so rare that only a handful of examples exist, making them incredibly desirable to collectors. As a result, the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin, with its rare and valuable minting flaws, has earned its place as one of the most sought-after pennies in the world. Why is the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin so valuable? The 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin is a prime example of the intersection between history, rarity, and demand that drives the world of numismatics. The coin's value is rooted in its limited availability, the significance of its design, and of course, the rarity of certain minting errors that make some of these coins incredibly special. What's truly remarkable about the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin is that it shows how something as seemingly insignificant as a penny can hold extraordinary value in the right circumstances. These rare error coins, when they are discovered and authenticated, become highly prized by numismatists and investors who are willing to pay top dollar for them. The $440 million valuation is not just a result of the coin's rarity. It also reflects the growing interest in rare U.S. coins and the increasing prices at which these coins are being sold. Auction houses and private collectors alike are clamoring for these one-of-a-kind pennies, leading to bids that reach eye-watering amounts. Conclusion: the enduring legacy of the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin. To sum up, the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin may have been an unassuming penny when it was first minted, but its journey through history has proven just how much it's worth in the world of rare coin collecting. From its humble beginnings in circulation to its rise as a highly coveted collector's item, the 2001 penny is a testament to the enduring value of American coinage and the intrigue that surrounds rare minting eras. As we've seen today, this seemingly ordinary coin has a legacy far beyond its face value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just beginning to explore the world of numismatics, the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin offers a glimpse into the fascinating world of rare coins and their incredible market value. So, if you come across a 2001 penny in your spare change, take a moment to check it closely. It might not be worth much right now, but with the right circumstances, that penny could just be the next $1 million discovery. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from the world of rare and valuable coins. Until next time, keep collecting, keep exploring, and remember, sometimes the smallest coins can hold the greatest worth.